What was me topic? What was me topic? What was me topic that I was gonna be talking about?
I wrote some shit down of what I think is popular on YouTube. Or what I've seen that is popular on YouTube. And it's various things that get a lot of popularity. And I think a lot of people don't realize most of them and how, yeah. Surprisingly, in a post, this man was ahead of his time. In a post-Jinx world, not Jinxie, Jinx, the reaction guy, reaction videos to music, movies, TV show, and comedy are insanely popular. They're very, very popular now. I think more than they ever have been, and at least with the type of people that I follow and I see on Twitter, even the people that don't like reaction content have some reactors that are like, these guys are cool, I don't care, with Real Rejects and I forgot the name of that one channel, the one with the four guys. Turkey Tom style videos that are at least around 35 minutes to an hour long or more. Videos about people, like specific people or communities of people, and the drama that transpires in them. Something that I'm very happy is getting more attention, because it's some of the funniest content, or it's some of the funniest improv I've seen, and like close to like close to like a digital version of Jackass in some ways. I'm not going to say like as a whole it's Jackass, but it hits me in that same spot is Grand Theft Auto roleplay trolling, or Grand Theft Auto roleplay trolling, whether it's a Cheeto Head or Stax Wapo, which I think he's funny. I think he's really funny. And I see Stax as like another side, or like the different side of the same coin, of people like Terry Joe and the CEO lady in the blue outfit, because they kind of play off sort of in the same way, just like a different font. It's what's that quote that Kobe said to Kanye? He said, "Are you a different beast same animal?" Which makes no sense. It kind of makes sense to me. And long form film review, it's always been, guy with the glasses. And I wrote down what I can do now and what isn't possible now for me to do with the setup and shit that I have now. So, Tom Dark / Turkey Tom style. I think I'd be able to do it. I just need to learn. I'm able to edit on my phone pretty well. I think I'm better at editing on my phone than on a computer, especially because I don't have any actual editing software because I'm broke as shit. Okay, this could be very, very interesting. So anti-woke satire. And I put in, they're hyphens. I forgot the last hyphen. I'm so stupid. But either I do this fully, it's satire, but I do it as if I'm earnestly doing it. And maybe, it'd be funny to have people react to it and be like, oh, this guy's not real. This guy's fucking with these guys. And maybe get like Dude, it's the quartering, dude. You want to join our thing, dude? We don't like She-Hulk also, dude. I kind of like She-Hulk, even though I'll say this: the character of Hulk, if any character in the Marvel that Marvel has deserves its own movie in the vein of Joker, where they had the Snyderverse stuff happening. And then they're like, we're going to do... Todd Phillips is going to do his thing. He's going to do it cheap. He's going to do it in his vision. Or like a very specific vision of a different universe, different reality, somewhere in the multiverse of DC that we'll never be able to get to because it's so like... It's a strand so far away. We'll never get to it, but this is a strand where Joker is this. Hulk deserves a movie like that. And it's so infuriating, especially after seeing news that Kevin Feige or whoever the hell told Mark Ruffalo, like, you're not getting your movie. You're gonna be in other people's movies. You will never get your own Hulk movie because it's too expensive. With me growing up with especially Ang Lee's Hulk, which was very weird, very strange. But, his vision, that's what he wanted to do. I want to see an artist's own vision of the character that Hulk is. Maybe Del Toro, I don't know if he wants to do comic movies anymore, and I wouldn't blame him if he doesn't want to. It's up to him, but either, yeah, a guy like that making a very grounded, dirty. I want Hulk to look like Alex Ross Hulk, I've seen Alex Ross draw him in that way. I don't know if he made him like that, but the Frankenstein, flat head, flat forehead, little hairs. I want that Hulk in a movie and have it tackle the ideas of what it means to be a man growing up in the world, suppressed anger, taking it out on the way that Ang Lee also did it, where it's like a man who had an abusive father who's still reeling with that and his own masculinity, stuff like that. That'd be interesting. Or I could just do like I said, the anti-woke satire could be mixed in with like actual content, which it would be in the style of Nerd Crew, where every once in a while I do something like that, like how Red Letter Media has their stuff, their earnest stuff, their game show, their reviews, their actual discussions, and then once in a blue moon they do a pretend live stream where they pretend to be like these IGN and other review people. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. But they pretend to be like these corporate nerds that just get paid to say whatever. Who are pretty much hired by these companies. And another idea I had was to do a positive Leafy. So do content in the style of Leafy, but it's positive. And it's more or less covering the topics that he did. Maybe I could go back and sift through, or I could just go back within myself and be like, okay, let's start, like it said here, 2016, 2017 nostalgia. I think that would be the cutoff. I don't know if anything of note happened in 2018 in that whole YouTube space that I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about iDubbbz, Mofo, Leafy, Filthy Frank, Drama Alert, Baited, Colossal's Crazy. Those guys that, were, at least in my worldview of this content that I consumed, they were, that was the peak of that for them. So, yeah. And also, like, the Jake Paul and Logan Paul stuff of that time. More so Jake. I'd be looking back at, like, Rice Gum's videos, looking back at all that stuff, and critiquing it because it's whatever. We have hindsight. We have hindsight of seeing like that's crazy. That wasn't crazy, and also being positive, being like, whatever. That was a cool thing. Whatever. Things that are not possible. I can't stream now. I just can't. All I have is a PlayStation. My only PC is a Steam Deck, and I'm not going to do that shit. And because I can't stream and I don't have a PC, I can't do GTA RP trolling or GTA RP comedy stuff. And I can't do a podcast where the real money's at. That's where the dollar bills are at, fuck boy. And something I wrote on the bottom, Fortnite videos because the game is fun, with a little smiley face. Because the game is fun. It is really fun now to me. Did I write something on the inside? No. What else? Yeah, I already talked about this. I wrote down how reaction content became very popular. I think because of the pandemic that happened. People not being around each other. But yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to outline and talk about. I think something that would be interesting would be to have like debates in the style of the way these guys do it, where it's just those like a Destiny type debate, but not about stuff that I'm like out of my depth. I don't understand, or not don't of stuff that I could be stumped on, and it just wouldn't be helpful to the people that support that or the people that know more than I do that could have much better discussions about that kind of stuff. But the things that I would like to have discussions about and debates about would be like this one topic that came up pretty recently of this guy saying that cyberpunk as a genre and cyberpunk the game isn't critiquing capitalism. It's not political. The game isn't political. Cyberpunk as a genre isn't political. And pretty much in the same breath, he said, Cyberpunk 2077 is not political, but it's making fun of Hassan in Black Lives Matter. It's like, if it is political if you're making fun of someone. It's just, you think it's on your side, but it's not. He kept going on about how cyberpunk is only about technological advancements and the world that would lead to, and technology being pushed too far. All you have to do is ask, why is the technology being pushed too far? Why does this essentially fountain of youth, this digital fountain of youth, why does that exist? Why is Johnny Silverhand essentially immortal? Why? What is the reason that Saburo Arasaka is able to live so long? What were they developing for him to live essentially forever? Or for him to be able to live forever? For the rich, for the powerful, it is a critique of capitalism. It is. And that's not to say, or I don't know if that's the right phrasing to say, but that's not to say that I would be offended or instantly hostile to anything that critiques people on the left. I'm not at all. Not at all. I'm able to appreciate art and also understand when it doesn't agree with me and when I would not agree with the creator in any way. For example, what's his name? Salvador Dali. I really like his art. His art is some of my favorite. It's fantastic. It's amazing. I really, really, really like his art. He was a fascist. He probably would not have liked me. And I don't care. I like his art. I think his art is good. I think he's a good artist. Yeah. Same way as if, how would I say this without, if the Daily Wire made Toy Story, I would still love Toy Story. But, whenever someone else made it, I'm not gonna shift the meaning of some. Maybe I'm being a little hypocritical right now because I believe Death of the Artist in understanding. I believe in, how do I say this? I believe that you can read into something, get your own conclusion, and that has something of value. But when the art is directly telling you what it believes, the cyberpunk reading doesn't work because I can't remember my thoughts. Hold on. The Cyberpunk 2077 being non-political doesn't, because it says it is. It absolutely is. And the reason that the reason that cyberpunk worlds are able to exist is because of unchecked, unregulated corporate greed, and essentially corporate fascism, kind of. I'll retract that, but corporations in Blade Runner essentially making slaves to work for nothing and then die. That, no, that's very, that's crazy. I don't know if that's non-political. The same way as people saying that Starship Troopers isn't anti-fascist, shit like that. But yeah, that's the discussion. This took 18 minutes and I feel it. I fucking feel it.